Hi there, and welcome to the MPC Academy. In this tutorial, we're going to take a deep dive into the brand new Fabric XL plug-in instrument inside MPC Key 61. Fabric XL is our brand new flagship plug-in instrument, which is a multi-sample based synthesizer delivering you the ultimate collection of soundscape for your production needs. Featuring advanced multi-sample synthesis consisting of two multi-sampled layer oscillators with independent filter, envelope, LFO controls, and a percussive layer, along with 9 powerful effects for added instant lo-fi flavor, amp simulations to rich reverb, delays, modulation, and EQ to each sound. Designed around a fast, intuitive interface with a cutting-edge sound engine with over 1,200 presets covering everything from twisted and dark motion pads, drone and sub basses, electric acoustic guitars, pianos and Rhodes, to classic poly and lead synths, along with dedicated macro controls allowing you to easily shape your sound. Now, to access Fabric, make sure you're on the plug-in track mode and then press the Sounds button. Then you'll see Fabric XL in the plug-in instrument list. Soon as you press Fabric XL, you will then see a whole collection of categories to choose from. Fabric covers a vast sound palette, providing you with everything you need for music productions and playing live. We also have a previews catalogue showcasing many of the incredible sounds inside Fabric XL. So let's go on a journey and hear some of the incredible sounds inside Fabric XL. We're going to go to our pianos and start with Studio Grand. A rich and expressive piano with elegance and true depth. The next patch is called Ghost Octave. This is a real atmospheric, dreamy piano. If you write music scores, you'll truly be inspired by this sound. Our next patch, the AM. This is for the chilled lo-fi late night studio session. Now, these are just a glimpse of the piano sounds inside Fabric XL. But now let's listen to the smooth sound of the electric pianos. This is Gentle Tides. An elegant and rich texture, perfect for those R&B ballads. The next patch is purely inspired by 90s R&B. Then we have amped Rhodes. This takes us into the world of lo-fi. A mixture between jazz and chilled chords. Let's add our flavor effects, bringing in some final noise. Let's mix this in with our beat. MPC Key takes your productions wherever you want them to go. Any style. Sky's the limit. Now let's listen to some of the pads. The rich textures and the sonic depth of these pads is truly outstanding. Bring in spacious dimensions to your music productions. Now let's check out some basses. Everything from funk, drone bass, sub basses for all your productions. Now to edit and customize patches in Fabric XL, press the Edit Instrument tab. This will take us into Fabric's elegant and intuitive interface. Here we can access all of Fabric XL's parameters to really customize our sound, starting with our 8 macro controls. Here we can start tweaking our sound, adding depth and movement. We can affect our reverb, our delays, our cutoff and resonance, formant and sample start, through to shaping our envelope. The main interface page displays Fabric's 2 sample layers on the left and right side of the screen. This allows us to control the individual levels and panning of each layer. Simply dial the amount in with your Q links or simply touch the screen. Now to access our sample bank categories and multi-samples between each layer, we can simply touch our interface. And here we can go into our layer bank and select from any of the categories. Then below this, we can now select the sample type for our layer. Then we have the same on layer 2. Again, we can go into our bank type and then select our multi-sample. And this is how we can blend 2 different layers together. Let's bring our volume of layer 2 up. Now Fabric XL has a 3rd layer, which is our percussion layer. To access this, press our main tab, and here we can turn on our percussion layer and then select from a list of samples. We can control our cutoff, volume, decay and release, trigger type, and octave range. This is a great way to add articulation to your sounds. Each of the sample layers inside Fabric XL can be easily edited by pressing one of the layer tabs. Here we can page through all of our editing parameters. We have our tuning page, then our amp envelope. Here we can adjust our amplitude over time. Then we have our filter envelope where we can control our cutoff frequencies and choose from 8 different filter types. Then we have our pitch envelope and our LFO. Now to access layer 2, simply press the tab and then you have access to all of the same parameters. Now we're going to stay on layer 1 and we're going to start using some of these to influence our sound. Now on our amplitude, we're going to add spike. This adds an articulation to the front of our sound. Now let's increase our attack to gradually bring our sound in. Now let's navigate to our filter envelope. Let's increase our cutoff. And let's gradually bring the filter in. So we'll increase our attack and then add envelope depth. Now you can hear the richness of the filter and the sonics of the sound. Now let's go to our pitch envelope. Here we can just add a slight variation to our pitch by increasing our envelope depth. Now let's go to our low frequency oscillator and select our sync type. Now as we increase our depth, you can hear how the sine wave is modulating our sound using the cutoff filter. This can also influence pitch, resonance, amp, and panning. So let's go back to our main page, to our 8 macros, and bring down our cutoff. Now as you can hear, it's very simple to create sounds using Fabric's intuitive interface and powerful controls. Now Fabric XL has an extremely powerful effects section, allowing you to really shape your sound at the touch of a button. Here we can add chorus, tremolo, phaser. We can adjust our mix wet and dry levels. Then we have flavor. This lets you take a sound and really twist it into many of the retro and modern sounds in today's production. We can add everything from distortion, vinyl noise, flutter to modify. We can select from a whole list of different flavor presets to influence our sound. Then we have our EQ, adding a harmonic richness to just the right frequencies. Then we have amp cab models with a choice of different types of cabs, with EQs, soft clipping, drive to modify our sound. Then we have compression, delay, and reverb at our fingertips. We can take our sound from this to this using Fabric XL's inbuilt effects. Now let's blend this in with a beat. Let's go to pad mute and unmute our tracks. As you can hear and see, Fabric XL is a powerful and versatile plugin pushing the boundaries of standalone music production. To learn more about MPC Key 61, head over to the akaipro.com website. See you next time.